of post-production. Kind of the same as what I was doing last time. It was necessarily just syncing up audio to the main part of the video. This part I am saying it can also be used to help people connect, and obviously you can get people's opinions, which then I have a clip of a news report saying that some people were the first people to first talk about a shooting in America. So the first responders were actually people on social media because people were hearing about it before police could even get there. And then I give an example of George Floyd as an example of when people have come together. Then I have a part where it's just completely black screen, so all you can hear is him speaking. And that's mainly just for people to focus on the audio and to focus on what's being said and not have the distractions of an actual video playing. It's just completely black and all you can just hear him. You can't do anything about it, you can't see what's happening, you can just hear him. So we never actually see him, we only see the repercussions of what happened. I've got a bass hit, which just helps with the bass drop, as obviously it drops in here. So if I just take this off and take that off, it's just a very faint bass drop. All of these clips, as you can see, apart from this clip here where that obviously just drops in, all of them are either J cuts and L cuts, or they're a mix of both. So for example, for this clip here, it is a J cut, but it is also an L cut into the next clip. This one here, this audio file of a reporter talking, that one goes on for quite a while, so you can hear that fade out. So obviously that is just a normal straight cut in, but also a very long L cut, should I say, sorry. And then every other video is a J cut, an L cut, J cut, L cut, J cut, L cut, J cut, J cut, L cut, J cut, L cut. Obviously you're seeing what I mean. And by doing that, what you're doing is you're getting this kind of, you're not being distracted from each cut. If there was a cut in between each file, you would hear in each individual cut, and it wouldn't sound very seamless. It would all sound as if you've just compiled loads of different videos together. So if I go back to what I done on the first day, and I take off all the audio, the music, sorry, you'll hear each cut.
Small. Yeah, it's like.
Just follow the routine.
So you can hear each individual cut in between there. It's not as noticeable in here because each cut matches the action. Where in here, what you're wanting is that seamless audio, which is what all them cuts and dissolves help. Now the dissolves are just to make sure that an audio doesn't just suddenly cut in the middle of a clip. So for example, while watching this first clip, I don't want it to just start blasting. I want it to kind of slowly fade in and then fade out.
Police here now firing tear gas into the
Fade in.
crowd. They are trying to push these folks back. Earlier today, just a few blocks.
So it kind of links all that audio together and just helps layer all of the footage. And once you're layering all that, that's then layering the action, it's then layering what's happening, it's then layering all the emotion, which ends up being a more impactful video. From there, I've got another J cut, but it's just into me talking.
What was happening in the
And that
world?
just helps people process what's just been played and helps slow them down. You're going from this very fast-paced music, which I'm then end up talking in,
Because of social media,
and then
people were able
that
to.
music's fading out, but you get me talking. So then, from a very fast amount of clips, you're then getting a very slow talking, which then helps the next video or music of playing.
People connect. But I think the negatives outweigh it more. So I decided to try and see if there was anything that I could do instead of going on social media. And that's when I found skating.
From here, we're very simple in the edits. It's just hard cuts, and it's just a matter of trying to place clips in an order so it tells a story. Audio spread out, so there's nice breaks. It's not fast, it's not slow, it's just at a relative speed that people are not getting too bored, but they're not struggling to take in what's happening. As said in my evaluation, which I will be saying in my evaluation, is mainly about these clips here, and the reason for them is just to kind of make the audience laugh in a way. So it's obviously you've got something very, very serious, you've got more of me being sad and serious, you've got how social media makes you happy, but you haven't got a way in how you can make yourself happy, in a way to kind of laugh at me, in a way to make you feel, you know, it is alright to mess up. It's fine, it happens. But to kind of show that, it kind of gives that reinforcement and that backup of it.
Also skating, it's something I enjoy. I find myself now only using YouTube to learn new tricks or...
So, for these parts here, it's meant to tell a story. So, there's me looking through my phone, people are probably thinking, what's he doing? Then I start to say, over that clip, that now I'm only using social media for learning things, I'm using it for music, then I'm just walking. So it's just basically a clip of me leaving the park. And then me saying how I'm enjoying being outside. And then there's just clips.
use of like escapism, or, you know, for that temporary happiness. I'm happy with myself now, and from skating I've found that I enjoy being outside.
So basically the reason of these clips is, instead of just having a black screen where people aren't seeing anything, they can see something which some people would actually go out and see. You know, some people would actually go out just to see a beach. So by putting these clips in, people are entertained on the visual side, but they're also getting taught on the audio side by what I'm saying. So after that same way, like being outside, that then links into me saying, and that's when I found walking. So it kind of all links together, these two audios.
And that's when I found walking.
And mainly for this one, it was a very easy way to edit. It was kind of just trying to edit the clips, not in a way that it's like, I would say, very symmetrical. So there's not like 3 seconds, then a cut, 3 seconds, so it's not all matching. It's just, I just kind of sat and was just thinking what looks nice, what matches what's being said, and, you know, where places where stuff's not matching up, try and put a file over to mask that cut. You know what I mean? So cuts that didn't work, it was just putting some over, but I think that only happened once. Yeah, it only happened once. So the rest of this was just kind of just slapping that file in and just letting it play out, which to me, after I've got all the sympathy of the audience from everything that's happened, they're then willing to listen. Where if I just slap this at the start, people just get bored straight away. So mainly that's very easy. That was very easy to do. And then linking on to the end, just letting them fade out. And then playing that club
And I would
music.
encourage anyone to do it. And as soon as you do it, I
Now for the clips itself, it's just a
promise
regular cross
you
dissolve.
it's one of the best things you can do, because
And then it's just a very fast-paced amount
I
of
feel
music.
like a new person.
I think this was a very good cut here. So what we've got is that goes up, it's bright, but then that cut was further back. So it actually is a cut, but sometimes you can't notice it. And then after that massive high note of people being together, people being happy, that's when we let it fade out, and that's the whole entire story told. And to me, I think it worked out very well.